I just came up from Vietnam and was thinking about this book launch. What to say? And one thought struck me. 50 years ago, US ringgit, Malaysian ringgit was 1 to 1 with Singapore dollar. What is it going to be like in 2050? 1 to 4? 1 to 5? 1 to 6? I don't know. But that is a trend. You're not thinking in terms of 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Why? Do we don't have the capability, the resources, the brilliance of Singaporeans? Something is wrong. We are not going forward. The Prime Minister, when he was Education Minister in 2012, talked about a wonder nation. He said we are going to be, our education system is going to be such. We are going to lift Malaysian students from the low 1/3 in the PISA, in the international test, and of maths, science, and reading to the top 1/3. Have we done it? Instead, we have recently the moral problems about checking, and then today about the teachers talking about rape. We are not going forward. But we want all of us share one dream, the Malaysian dream that we want to be a world-class great nation. Are we capable? And I think we are capable. There are people who think this is an impossible dream, it's a ridiculous dream, I don't think so. And I think this is our job. It is our responsibility. Pekenanas was Impian. Pakatan Harapan got whacked in Tanjung Piai by-election. A week ago, I was in Siang. 2016 June, there were 2 by-elections. The Singapore and Malaysian. We also did very, very badly, Pakatan Harapan. In Singapore, we lost by 9696. In Malaysia, we lost by 6969. No hope. At that time, we had no hope. But we were able to turn it around, basically within 6 months, to give hope, to give expectation to all Malaysians. Of course, we failed. We failed to deliver. So our job, our challenge is how we can re-energize, re-motivate, and recommit Malaysians for this Malaysian dream to be a world-class great nation. We have the Malaysian diaspora. There was this famous confrontation in Alaska between the US and China. And then there was a report about Chinese diaspora. It's the biggest diaspora in the world. But Malaysian Chinese are not in this Chinese diaspora. They are in the Malaysian diaspora. In Australia, in New Zealand, the UK, US. Among the best and the brightest. Of all races. Why should we dare to help these nations to be great? They should come home. They should stay in this country to make this nation great. They leave. And if they don't do anything, more will leave. So that's, I think, and not that we don't have talents. We have, again, got the All in England badminton. Time magazine, a Malaysian, was envisaged and trade. And you check the Google, check the internet. A lot of Malaysians of all races have performed world-class feats. But as a nation, what has happened? 50 years ago, we were GDP-wise more than Singapore and Vietnam. Now, they are beaters. 2050. Who else will beat us? I don't know. So I think, and I want to thank Tony Pua. They worked for over 2 years on this theatre Impian, and I didn't know anything about it. They kept me in the dark until about last month before the launch. Because I think it translates to what a lot of Malaysians think. Are we going to continue to be Malay, Chinese, Indians, Kazakhs, Impians, or Asli? Or are we going to be Malaysians? Are we going to be Malays first, Indians first, Chinese first? Or are we going to be Malaysians first? What is the tipping point? For Chinese, for Malays, for Indians, for Kazakhs, whatever. Where is the tipping point where we are prepared to be Malaysians first? 15G, 16G, I don't know. But I think we should not give up. The struggle must go. The dream, the Malaysian dream must go on. Because I think this is our responsibility to our children and our children's children. I don't want to see my children or my grandchildren overseas leaving Malaysia. They should stay behind to make Malaysia great. And I think we all want that. How do we translate that? And if this theatre Impian can make a contribution to bring alive this Malaysian dream, I think you will have made some little contribution. I think over the years, there has been vision of this. Dato' Wan Jafar, Tunku Abdul Rahman's aspiration that Malaysia should be a beacon of light in a difficult and distracted world. Vision 2020, it was whatever other things. Vision 2020, a bangsa Malaysia. Even one Malaysia, however hypocritical it may be, but it shows the power of a Malaysian narrative. Not just, it is beyond. We don't recommend or propose any de-Chinese, de-Malay, de-Indian policy. You join DAP, it doesn't mean you less of a Chinese, must be less of a Malay, must be less of Indian. In fact, what we propose is you plus, not minus, plus. That plus adds up to what is a Malaysian. The Malaysian comprises diversities of race, language, culture, religion. In fact, I think we are very fortunate to be a confluence of 4 great civilizations in the world. Islam, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Western. Why can't we focus on the best instead of threatening through lies, falsehoods, fake news, half-truths that any race, any religion is under threat? Which race, which religion want to threaten another race, another religion? Something is wrong. So I think if we come back to this narrative, a Malaysian narrative. I'm 8 years old, very old. I think the oldest in this gathering. But I think that is the idea. We must do something for children and children's children. Oh, we give up. You can go. You go anywhere. This nation is not for you. I don't think so. This nation is ours. We must make this nation great, and we can make this nation great. We are in a fight for time. We are fighting against time. As I said, 50 years, we are from 1 to 1 to 3. In another 50 years, I don't know. But I hope it will not be 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. It will be beginning to close the gap. Close the gap. 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1. And so I think, whatever it is, I want to thank again KY and Tony for this very inspirational labor of love, labor of solidarity, and labor of idealism. And thank you all for coming, and let us make Malaysian dream come alive. Thank you very much.